guys, welcome back. I was just shuffling up my cards, just for myself, just hanging out here. And Archangel Metatron came out, and Spirit Tribe came out on the bottom. And yesterday, Archangel Metatron was highlighted in our reading, so I thought I might shuffle up the cards here with you and see what wants to come out today. Yesterday, Archangel Metatron wasn't necessarily on the table. It was the Temperance card and a message that was coming through. But this is a different angle. This is like more of a direct connect. So Archangel Metatron wants to come through. Let's see. Protect yourself. He's gonna, I do that. I attach a masculine pronoun to a lot of the angelic energies, okay? That's just me. They're all they, them, okay? It's just me. All right. Anyway, Archangel Metatron wants to talk about protecting yourself here. It looks as though you've moved on from something in your life. Yes. And yes, moved on from something. And now we're going to protect our energy space now that we've moved on from something. Yes. Because once you move on, okay, that thing that you left behind or person, it's an energy, leaves an empty space, right? And we need to protect that empty space while we're cleaning it out, rather than fill it up with a new person, a new situation. That's like coming into someone's dirty house, right? Wash your sheets before you invite me into your bed, please. Okay, something like that. All right. King of Cups, King of Swords. Okay, we've got, no surprise, a very masculine energy coming out here. King of Swords, King of Cups. Coming out with 2 wands and 3 cups here. A decision, maybe. I want to get a little more information here on whatever choice this is. Yeah, we are gazing. We are gazing longingly at something. I want to go somewhere. I want to do something. I want to take action. We have moved on from something, and now we want to do something. Okay. All right. Well, we are expressing, we want to, yes, move forth with joy. That's what we're expressing here. That's what we're longing for. It really is a very much of a longing kind of energy. We're really longing to go somewhere, do something, to take action. Talking about it, right? Somebody might be talking about taking a road trip with that chariot there. I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay, so these 2 kings, cups and swords, might want to take a vacation together. I don't know what I'm getting that from. Like, here's what's showing up underneath, okay? Judgment and 9 pentacles there. Like, you got what you need. You got enough money. You got the car. Just go. Spirit's like, go. Protect your energy. Go forth. Go forth. Okay. I want to clarify this 3 cups too. I want to see what that's all about. That's heart chakra activations. It's an abundance of emotion. It's been cleaned out. Okay. We got some sadness here with our 5 cups. Someone's not communicating. Someone's not communicating. Okay. Someone's not communicating, and someone's like, I'm just going to get in my car and drive there and check up on this person. It's very interesting. We're cleaning out our cups here with that 5 cups. We have 3 cups down and 2 cups still standing. And then our 3 pentacles there. It also came out with 7 pentacles. So we are, that's what I'm saying. We're like, I'm so sad. I'm longing for something. I'm longing to go somewhere, to do something, to express myself in this way. I'm longing for it. I do feel like we've been holding back for a little while here. Okay, Spirit's telling us to protect our energy, and someone's taking that in like a, like, solitude, seclusive, like, don't look at me kind of way, you know, like, and now somebody's ready to break free. Okay, just move forth, move forward, plow through the energy. Somebody wants to take action and go somewhere, do something, move forward. Okay, I want to read these 2 kings together as one. I can't tell if there are 2 masculine energies here or just one masculine energy that happens to be, you know, mine, speaking from the heart, I guess you might say. Actually, I'm feeling 2. Actually, with this combination of cards here, it could be read as 2. Two separate people coming forth. This is why Spirit's like, protect your energy, because 2 people are longing to come forth towards you. Let's see. Tower. Right in my hand there. Okay. With a high priestess and a high priest. They came out together here. And along with 8 pentacles. Yeah, these are like 2 priests working together. Building a church. That's not a literal thing. That's an idea, right? It's when we build a church, it's not literally brick and mortar, although that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, no, I mean, the church already exists. We're not building a brand new one. The church we're building, when Jesus talks about building a church, we have a temple here that we build. Okay, it's a castle. Okay, a castle in the mind. We have a crystal cavern in the heart. Or a palace, right? In the heart. We build our temples in our chakras, in our imagination. Okay. That's a church. You build a sacred space. So for example, if someone broke your heart, and like I said, now you have this empty space, and so you have like the whole west wing of the cavern in your heart is empty, because somebody took their love away, and they can do that. I don't recommend taking your love away. I recommend adding more love to fill in the gaps, okay? And how do you add more love? Find something to do. Find something to do that doesn't have to do with that, okay? Fill yourself up with God, okay? And that means like literally buy a fucking deck of tarot cards and start shuffling them up, okay? This will bring you closer to a higher vibration. It'll bring you closer to God. It'll bring you clarity of the mind and the heart and the spirit. Anything. Painting, I baking, I do lots of things. You do yard work, oh my gosh, I spent my whole day outside yesterday covered in ticks. But getting up in the woods and just, well, I hacked some shit down and then I stood there. I just stood there for a long time, just staring, noticing the differences from the last time I went up this path, looking at all the trees and how some had fallen and this one's branches down here now, and I just stared. That brought me so much joy and fulfillment, to just stand there and stare at nature. I know it sounds really lame and kind of dorky, but the trees in my backyard have become my friends because, I don't know, humans aren't knocking on my door. So I gotta do something, right? I don't want to just sit here bored. I gotta do something. So just, the trees became my best friends. The cards are my best friends. My paints, oh, my paints are my best friends. And I became my own best friend because, well, there wasn't a human knocking on my door saying, want to be best friends? So we got to do something. We got to put that energy somewhere. So when someone breaks your heart and takes their energy away or their love away from you, the idea here is to clean it and create a sacred space. Invite Jesus in, invite the Spirit in to clean that out. So like I just said, filling that space with sacred or spiritual ideas, and painting, shuffling cards here, cleaning, baking, spending time in nature. These are all things that you can fill that sacred space up with, and eventually it becomes a church, becomes a solid sacred idea, and nobody can bust into it because, I mean, well, look who's building that church. A high priest and a high priestess. Okay? Nobody's... All right. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I shared that with you. So I'm just going to shuffle up a few cards for some context, because I actually... This could be two masculine energies coming together to work on that building of the church. This could be friendship. It could be partnership. It could be a person and their higher self. It could be a woman in a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, when I say energy, it doesn't have to be two men coming together. I have a very strong masculine energy. He shows up mostly as the King of Pentacles or the King of Wands. I know. It is what it is. But this here, I want a little more context. This sounds like an interesting message. This could be two people. This could be two people that two people that broke your heart in some way. Okay, like, and you healed. You built your crystal cavern, you cleaned it up, you got your temples all cleaned, okay? Father, Son, Holy Spirit, you got the whole idea down. And that's when the ones that created that empty space that you had to sanctify, that's when they show up. They sense that you have filled that space up with something else that's not there anymore. And they are automatically drawn to it. Like, it's sacred now. Don't worry. They can't bust it open or anything like that. It's sacred. And that's like right when they show up, because they sense that. That's part of the process. It's just part of the healing process. Mostly like spirit coming in to see, did you learn? Right? It hurt last time that person took their energy away, and you built a church out of it. So, or a sacred space inside yourself about it. And now they're coming back. I created a sacred space out of your lack. You left. So now it's really going to have you thinking Spirit is in there. Spirit is in here. Spirit filled, you filled yourself up. Spirit filled you up. And you're going to take this person back into that space? Are they clean? Are they, you know, like, I mean, literally, are they clean? Are they going to come in here in your sacred space and make a mess? Are they going to go to church dressed in, you know, dirty jeans? Hey, you show up to church however you show up. No judgments from me, but it's just an idea for you to consider, okay? All right. Well, what came out for some context here? Wedding rings and stabbed in the back. So kind of, yeah, like I was just saying. Somebody took their energy away. They stabbed you in the back. All right, you were in a sacred union. And, okay. We'll see. Let's see what else comes out here. We did have, right, Metatron and the Spirit Tribe. This could be multiple people coming at you because of that healed sacred idea we were just talking about. They're magnetized to it. It feels like that. Oh. Okay. Well, we got a card that says wait. Okay, the timing is not quite right. It says I fantasize about you. And longing. Okay? Someone is... Oop, I dropped it. Someone is secretly yearning for you. It's not a secret. I called that shit. I knew it. Felt that. All right? Not a secret at all. All right, the timing is not quite right. I don't actually see that here. I don't see that the timing is not quite right. I see you like maybe hearing this message and then going, you know what? I'm going to go lock the gate outside the church. Let's just see. Okay? I'm not, right? Not forever. Just, let's see who shows up at the gate. Don't leave your doors wide open and then surprise when someone creeps up on you and when you're in there, okay? Just lock the gate outside, okay? And they'll ring the bell, right? Okay. My life is not as together as it seems. Okay. I want to talk to these masculine energies here, these kings. I want to know what they're thinking. We've got that King of Swords here. So what's in the mind space? The energy, the approaching energies, the incoming energies. What is coming towards you or at you? It's multiple. I feel multiple. I can't tell if it's one or two. It's just multiple. That's all I'm getting is there's more than one, maybe more than two, but I don't know. Okay. So incoming energy, what's in your mind? What are your thoughts here? All right. I lie awake thinking about our future. Yeah. That reminds me of fantasizing, right? Fantasizing about you. Ooh, okay, a cup came out. A cup came out when I was trying to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle that back in. So I lie awake thinking about our future, thinking about what's in the cup there. which means, right, they're thinking about how you feel. They're wondering how you feel. Okay? Heart space. How are they feeling? Love me. Okay? All right. That's what that fantasy. All right? They're dreaming about some kind of love story with you, maybe. Okay. And 3D action. How are they approaching you in 3D? What's the result for you? Okay, we got a couple of cards coming out here for your 3D results. Okay. This one landed just smack on top of this one. I lie awake thinking about our future. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Words hurt. And what do you want? Okay. All right. Okay. I think someone had feelings for someone. Past, present, I don't know. Okay. But somebody's in their feels about someone else. And I want to say maybe they said, give me some space. And someone's reaction is just like, well, what do you want? Space. What do you want? Space. Yeah, space. I want you to, okay. Yeah. I want you to wait outside the gate and ring the bell. And I will come to you and I will say, I'm busy right now, or come on in, it's so good to see you. You know, I'm not going to leave the gates wide open and then turn around and somebody's already invaded my church. Okay? And we're talking about our heart space here. Okay? We're talking about boundaries. Don't just leave it wide open for anybody to come in. That's not right. All right? Especially after all this time that you've spent working on yourself, working on healing, raising your vibration. Don't just leave your sacred space open for people to just have fun in. No, treat it as sacred. Okay? Treat yourself as sacred. You are the fucking church. You are a temple, a sacred temple. You've spent how long now with your higher self trying to raise your vibration and figure out the other side of life, okay? Or just any side of life in general. And we just don't let anybody in there to do whatever they want. We're gonna take what's here and protect it right here. Okay? We're not going to put our lock and key right here on our heart space. Let's put the lock and key right over here. Go ahead so you have room to breathe. So you have space. All right? Don't let anybody invade that space. You need that. All right? Okay. That's pretty good. I like that. I can do that. So I like to do salt. I like the law of one, Ra, anyway. I always put links for all of that information in the description. You can find a lot of information on the law of one directly, but I recommend going to LL Research. All right, that's Love and Light Research Center. Amazing resource for anything spiritual. And also a little alien, okay? If you like getting weird. So anyway, I put the salt according to the law of one. I follow Ra's instruction. I downloaded my own instructions from Spirit, from Ra. Utilizing those protocols, I use salt on in this is my sacred space. We used to call it my office. Okay, and then I started a healing journey, and now I call it my Ra room, or you can call it the Zen Den, right? It's my sacred space. It's my office still. I got salt on the windows, all right, along all the windows that open, and a thick layer, it says, to do a thick layer of salt. I also have, because I have a friend who's a healer, and he recommended putting salt water, a jar of salt water in here to just like absorb the negative vibrations. So I have that. I do salt on the outside the entrances. And then and I do that once a week. And then once a year. Yeah, it's been a little while. Maybe once a year. I'll do the boundary lines of the house, like the whole property, and with salt. And yeah, I look like a weirdo out there, right? Like, I live on a busy road. I don't have any neighbors, but I got cars driving by all the time. And so yeah, I'm out there with my salt, right? And my crystals. I got my rosary on, and I'm just sprinkling my salt, spraying my blessing spray, which is just moon water and essential oils, right? And I don't care. You drive by, you see something weird going on at my house, it's to be expected at this point. So I'll put salt on the drive. I have 2 driveways, so I put a big band of salt along the driveways. Now this is so that, well, whoever feels like they could just come over and knock on my door and start trouble is like deterred, okay? My idea, right? My intentions, what I am infusing or thinking about while I'm doing these things. I don't even have to think about it. You just have to have the thought and do the process. The rest is natural, all right? It's like set it and forget it. It's good. Throw the salt down. You're thinking about all the shit you want to keep out. All the shit that's just got to stay out, okay? This person wants to argue with me. This person's getting on my last nerve. This and that. This situation is always finding me. All right. And these are the things that you're going to keep out. And it works. It works. I promise you it works. My partner, he goes to work every day and he comes home. And once I started doing the salt on the driveways, on the boundary lines, he started like sitting in his truck in the driveway for like 10-20 minutes. Like, we're all sitting here like we're waiting for Dad to get home so we can have dinner, and then I'm like, he's still in the truck? I don't know, right? And I'm not gonna go out and bother him. Let him have his time to unwind. And he's not really doing anything, right? He's just unwinding from the day. Just sometimes he falls asleep. And it's because of the salt. He said, I don't know why. Just I gotta take my work brain and settle it down before I walk in the door. What is that? That is me infusing my intentions in the boundary lines, because I said, you don't come in my fucking house and yell at me. You don't treat me this way, right? And these are I'm my boundaries, and I'm not saying these things out loud to people. I'm just, talking to myself, building myself up, and so it just developed this way. And anyway, he noticed it, and I told him about the salt and all the things, and he was like, okay, yeah, I feel that. And it wasn't just that, like, I literally didn't have to tell him that was happening. But when I did, it clicked in his brain. He was like, yeah, I don't want to bring my work home with me because I can see that it upsets you, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's fine, but I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to develop into this big thing. And it really helped. I also took, you want to know what else I did? I took my crystals, all of them. I got my little backpack and my sage and my moon water spray, and I brought this up into the woods with me. I guess about 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now. And I did the property markers. I found my property markers and I did a little ritual. Nothing formal, nothing I read about. Like I said, I downloaded my instructions from Ra, from the spirit, and just did whatever I felt like I wanted to do. And they had me like facing a very specific direction, and like doing these things that I don't know. I had my music on while I was hiking up through the woods, and I was like, oh, there it is. There's my spot. I set up my crystals. I started doing this thing with my hands. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like some kind of yoga. And I'm not a fucking yogi. I'm just like, I do whatever I want, and it is either good or it's not. Okay? It either works or it doesn't. So anyway, I did all of that. And when I did that, something changed. Okay? Now, it's not just my property that people are deterred from, right? That they're like, oh, I'm not going to come and start arguments with this person. No, it's because I set that as my boundary line, and then I built my light inside of those boundaries. Inside this room is where the source of my light activations are. Okay? Now I built that light, and it's not just my property. It's my beingness. Like now certain people just don't call me. They can't meet me at my level, and I'm good with that. At first I thought I was hurting myself by keeping people away. But that's not what you're doing. You're not keeping people away. You're building boundaries. You're reinforcing your energetic space. That's the idea, and that's the building of the church, okay? And that's the one in the mind space there. Okay. Let's see. I went deep there with you guys. Okay. Let's get some advice from Spirit is what I was going to do here. Although I think I just gave you some pretty good advice. If I do say so myself. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Got sharing coming out on the bottom. That's Divine Feminine there. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you guys. Healing. I love it. I love it. That's Spirit's advice. And we've got healing hands here. Yes, and our heart chakra is blossoming. Healing hands. Huh. There's something on this card is really talking to me. I'm going to grab the little book and see what else Spirit has for us here. Okay. All right. Oh, that's not the one. Healing. Here we go. Ah, it's the King of Cups. Okay. It says, it is a time when the deeply buried wounds of the past are coming to the surface, ready and available to be healed. The figure in this card is naked, vulnerable, open to the loving touch of existence. The aura around his body is full of light and the quality of relaxation, caring, and love that surrounds and suffering. Oh. What happened to my video? Something weird happened to my video. Okay, anyway. Lotuses of light appear on his physical body and around the subtle energy bodies that healers say surround each of us. In each of these subtle layers appears a healing crystal or pattern. When we are under the influence of the King of Water, we are no longer hiding from ourselves or others. In this attitude of openness and acceptance, we can be healed and help others also to be healthy and whole. No, you carry your wound. With the ego, your whole being is a wound, and you carry it around. Nobody is interested in hurting you. Nobody is positively waiting to hurt you. Everybody is engaged in safeguarding his own wound. Who has got the energy? But it still happens because you are so ready to be wounded, so ready, just waiting on the brink for anything. You cannot touch a man of Tao. Why? Because there is no one to be touched. There is no wound. He is healthy, healed, whole. This word whole is beautiful. The word heal comes from the whole. And the word holy also comes from the whole. He is whole, healed, and holy. Beware of your wound. Don't help it grow. Let it be healed. And it will be healed only when you move to the roots. The less the head, the more the wound will heal. With no head, there is no wound. Live a headless life. I like that. Move as a total being and accept things. Just for 24 hours, try it. Total acceptance, whatever happens. Someone insults you, accept it. Don't react. See what happens. Suddenly, you will feel an energy flowing in you that you have not felt before. That was amazing. And geez, I sat there for 30 minutes, just blah, blah, blah about all of my weird stuff I do. All I had to do was shuffle up these cards and read that to you to get the same idea. But I got to express myself and share something personal with you today. So that feels good, and that feels like healing to me. This is my way of, well, protecting my space, right? So that I can move around freely within it. Keep everybody right here. And I don't think that that's bad. I think that's healing. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. Okay, hit that thumb, leave a comment if you want. We'll talk later. Bye.